Hey all, it's me, Laura B at Craft and See with Laura B. Sorry, I had to make sure I actually hit the record button. So here we are today with my newest journal. It is, well, it actually looks like a can of, or a cotton candy machine vomited in here, but I like it. I like it. So anyway, here we are. It is a mermaid, actually, and unicorn mashup. So I have this fabric. I used it on the outside, which gave me the inspiration. And then, so the front cover, what I did is I just took one of those envelopes that you get from your creative studios and put it on the front. Just covered it with some backing paper, used one of the cutouts, the fussy cuts, and stamped it on front. So here is the unicorn, but wait, it's a mermaid. It's a unicorn mermaid mashup. So here are the journal cards. I use my own jelly printed, and on some, when I do the bubble technique of, instead of coffee, using food coloring. So I really hope I'm in frame. I've marked out my things, so I should be good to go. Double check again. All right, come down just a little bit. All right, sorry about that. All right, so here's the cover. Inside, I was playing around with my jelly print. First of all, this fabric I thought matched very well. I took these thin, I guess they're styrofoam. I don't know what you call them, but like your screen things, you know. These things come in them. These were for light bulbs. I had little light bulbs. Anyway, I took some flat back pearls. I also have knocked something off my desk. I also have some of these you can use for anything, actually. They're flat backed. I got them off of Temu. Anyway, so there's that. This journal belongs to. This would be an excellent journal for all the pretty princesses out there, no matter what your ages are. What I did here is I did a bunch of jelly printing, mono printing. Let me get out some that you can see. So I just did this marathon session and just played around with a bunch of different ones with textures and stamping. Like this one I have, it's an actual wooden block stamp. I think it's a lilacs. You can see on this one, there's some of this. And basically my point with this is, this came out of here, something like this. I used alcohol ink markers, and then it pulled up with whatever I had on previously. Anyway, so that's where these came from. So alcohol inks plus ink markers. This is the bubble. The coffee dyeing with the bubble technique and food coloring. And if you don't know what the bubble technique is you put water, a couple, 3 drops of dish soap, and then you're coloring, and you mix it all up, and you blow in the straw into the cup, and it makes bubbles. Obviously, we know that. And then you put the paper to it. Anyway, I went through, and I have a bunch of scissors, decorative edge scissors, both for the corners and straight. And so I did every single page as some element. Also, if it was a white page, it got stenciled. I know, it's me and the white page. I did pretty good on some others, but not so much this one. Here is, again, alcohol ink markers. And I tried also not to decorate my envelopes very much unless it had something that might have been controversial. So here you go. And it lifts up for a journaling spot. Again, I touched all of these to the jelly plate. I was trying to make spring colors, and it just wound up looking like this, and that's what made me do this. So, hey, you never know when inspiration's going to strike, even from your own stuff. Anyway, so here's a mermaid, and I got a couple coloring activity books from $1.25 store. Again, with more of these flat-backed water droplet looking things. And I made pockets that weren't pockets. Aren't you proud of me, Mitzi? Here's some more of the jelly printing backing paper. Oh, this is like one of my least favorite because it's just like, wow. Just wow. But, so I did my technique on all the signatures, have this envelope to envelope signature, you know, center of the signature, because I like being able to see that. Again, all of these are made with my jelly print if they have any backing as the focal. The rest of it is backing, at least as far as I remember doing it. Anyway, I'm trying to think of anything new that happened. Any more naughty stories. I think the last time I told you, and she got a hold of one of my chickens. My second barred rock baby. Of course, you can't get the old down, broken down, busted butt ones. No. She's got to get the good laying ones that still aren't laying. I haven't had eggs since November 1st, y'all. November 1st. And you don't even want to know how much I had to pay for eggs the last time I went. It was just shocking and disheartening, and it was so bad I can't even talk about it further because I just get mad. Don't even ask me how much I paid because you're just going to set me off. Anyway. So this is fabric from, it's two of those curtains. I bought them a few years ago in my apartment. You know, you walk through, they have the long ones look like this. Long ones look like this. So this was what they were all came off of, and they hung down, you know, you part them, the whole 1960s kind of thing. Anyway, so I glued them onto index cards and made pockets. And there's a unicorn. I really like how it looks on the backing paper. I might have to do some more of this, but I just got back from the used bookstore replacing some of the stuff that books that I had lost. And so I might sequester myself up there with one of my books. And the lovely thing about this bookstore owner is I've passed it. They've been there forever, and I've passed it all the time and kept meaning to stop in. And I finally did. And she wants me to bring up some of my journals, first of all. But I was trying to replace one of my novels. Some of my books got given away by mistake, and I really liked this author, and all I could tell her was the name of the character, what she did, and where she lived, and she was able to find it. She went and looked it up. So here's a little envelope, just for whatevers. And here's this, the Pearl Princess with the Pearlesque. And this is more bubble paper that I had. Here's this one. I chose something different. Made little pockets out of the tickets. And again, I jelly printed, took envelopes when I was playing. And then made these. And so it's a flip down. And there's another, tickets with two little tiny things. Some more flat backed. And I just took some flowers that I had. This is from Fairy Tailored Journals. And made it, just backed it and all that stuff. I'm trying really hard to figure out something to say other than this is what I did. It's obvious. And here's this tag. Again, I like that. That unicorn, I like the prettiness of it. Pretty pony. And no, I didn't like my pretty ponies. I was too old for my pretty ponies. I knew a friend that had strawberry shortcake doll, and I was really upset that I didn't have one. There's that. Just printed out the backing paper on tracing paper and made that a window. And I had to do something. Here's just, cut apart, fussy cut, put him on there, or her. Put some flat back pearls to break up that. And here we are again. Now this was the first double envelope that I did, and I just changed up for the rest. So here's some more of the alcohol ink markers. And I took the tracing paper that I had used to make pulls. And here's the other one. Again, more of this trim from that, whatever you want to call it. And more gems. These are sticky backed. I just stuck them on there. These are, I don't know where these came from. Another one of these. I really like the bubbles. Oh, bubbles on bubble paper. I don't even know if I realized that I did that. More of that activity coloring book from the $1.25 store. These are, I've used them in several projects. It is a nursery rhyme book that I don't even know how I acquired it. I think it's copywritten in early 90s, 95 maybe. Anyway, I don't know how I came across it. It came into my possession. It just did. And I ripped it apart and took photocopies of, scanned every page into my, scanner thing. I'm losing my words, y'all. I'm losing my words. Another little envelope. And some journaling cards. Again, like I said, I went by the colors and I knew the colors matched. There wasn't, in my opinion, enough to do. It would be a very small journal if you chose to do just the mermaids or just the unicorns. And the kit I got had both of them. That's what I did. Another pretty pony. I'm really liking the alcohol ink technique on the jelly plate, and I'm going to be running out of alcohol inks. Just saying. So here's, I went, with the stickles, the Pearl Princess, and I left room to grow. Again, these are like journaling cards. I think I made them gusseted pockets. Again, and with the jelly print on the envelope. Oh, I need to close that up. I didn't realize that's what it said. And I have tulle, I guess you'd call this. And thought it would be good under there. It's silver with sparklies. And I need to cover that up. Junk mail. And here's some more little tiny journaling cards. More of these and gems on the gem. This one is my jelly print underneath, and I took this stamp that had all these little, just dots on it, and I heat embossed it with, I don't even know what this color I got it. You remember, y'all, when I bought those stamps and they came in the whatever tall drawer thing? And there's a bunch of other things other than stamps. And this was one of them. Burgundy Jewels Embossing Powder. From Old Town Crafts in St. Mary's, Georgia. Anyway, so there's that. I like the texture. I just like the way it looks. And I've been wanting to use that one. So here is the other one. And this, So on the ones that I liked, the double envelope thing, I made them like this. The first two probably could have been tossed, as a prototype, because I don't like them as well. They serve their function though. So here's another one. I like the tone of that unicorn on this Huiple paper. Another little pocket. And I keep wanting to turn these upside down, but no, that's not how they go. Here's that. Another big one. I think this is the third signature. So nice big journaling cards. Again, this is intended for any pretty princess out there, no matter how old they are. If you wanted to be a princess and you're 65, go ahead and buy it. So here's one. And I did get to the end where I did use my jelly printing for, there. Then you turn it. So this side, and I stickled and glossy accented and then liquid pearled this one to death. And I need to do a couple ones on that. More of the nursery rhymes. Here's this lovely lady and their best friends. And I did that on purpose, jelly print and backing paper, or it might have been a journal page. And then there's that, and I put this one on here again to break this up. And yes, it's on there slightly crooked. Aren't you proud of me, Mitzi? I'm leaving it. And I hope this looks like what it was intended to look like. You guys will have to tell me. Nothing to that page. So here is another junk envelope. Well, it wasn't junk mail, but you know. And there's that pretty one. And then a little journaling spot just to make it decorative. This is the fourth and final signature. They're fairly thin signatures, so that's nice. Again, with that, you tell me if you know what I was trying to, the aesthetic I was going for. Another pony. They did not seem to have, I mean, I guess they had the equal amount of cut aparts, or fussy cuts, but here's this one. I'm just highlighting the jelly print ones. And here's that pretty pony. Look, I'm a unicorn. And one fish, two fish. And one fish, two fish your way through the day. And here is this one. So I told you I went up to this bookstore, right? And that she wanted me to bring these up. Yeah, I did. See, I'm so excited. I can't remember what I'm talking about. And here is this one. I made put more pockets on it. And then the nice one. It says seashells, if it's not too on the nose. And another pocket back here. God forbid I just leave a plain page, right? Oh, the world would stop. Not as much as it stops if I'm late. Oh my gosh, if I'm late, the whole world stops. Comes screeching to a halt. So, you know, if you ever find yourself suddenly thrown to the floor in some weird mishap, just think to yourself, Laura was late. And here's the other one, the second envelope that I did. That's that styrofoam protective. And I did the same thing to the back of this with that stamp. You can see it more now. And then it just, I didn't stamp it as well as the other one. But I still like it. And it still has its place. And then there's the back. So yes, I am actually quite proud of this. It was fun. These are just braided. I took 3 of each color and braided them. They can be adjusted very, very easily. So there's no fear there. Trying this new way of tying a bow because it seems to do better if you don't lose your ends. There. I like the way the bow looks more, but I just don't get it tight enough. Anyway, so there we have it. It's the Mermaid Unicorn Mermaid Smash Up. I hope you all enjoyed this. Yeah. So I think this is one of the ones I'm going to take up there and show her. Anyway, so if you like what you've seen today, I'm just admiring my work. It's just so pretty. Now, I never was into unicorns or mermaids, but I was really into Barbies. Oh my God, I love my Barbies. And it just, oh, it takes you back to that innocent, more innocent time. So, anyway, so if you like what you've seen, as always, please give me a thumbs up. Drop a comment in the comment box. I appreciate each and one of you. I'm going to call out the last one I've noticed, seen, and haven't seen before, obviously, is Mr. H, I think. Thank you for the lovely compliments. Anyway, so here we go. Again, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends if you want to. And on that note, I bid you adieu and peace out. Bye, guys.